Welcome to the 2019. Welcome to the COVID-19 2020 retirement party. Woo!
Good morning, boys and girls. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Miss Earl.
I'm here to read a story to you. What would you like to read today?
Can we read Winter's Secret?
Not today.
Can we read A Whisper from the Heart?
Who's the author of that book?
Mrs. Young?
Oh, not today.
I know. Before Summer's End.
Not that book today either. No, instead we're going to read this book called Summer Never Ends. Did you know that I'm an author? It's written by Kelly Searle and illustrated by no one. It's illustrated by no one because I don't need any pictures. My words are awesome. Everybody reads my books. I write books every day. Even my dog reads my books. He turns the pages with his paws. So here we go. Once upon a time, way back in 1999, there lived an old lady. Just kidding. It was a young lady named Miss Young. She graduated from Wells College and wanted to be an elementary school teacher. She had experience teaching at home. Miss Young had 3 sons, Christopher, Ryan, and Bradley. Miss Young worked as a substitute teacher, but longed to have her own classroom where she could teach children to read and write. So she set out on a journey to find a full-time job. And at that time, teaching jobs were not easy to come by. Miss Young traveled to Geneva and was interviewed for an elementary teaching position at West Street School. Have any of you heard of West Street School? Okay. The principal at that time was Joe Demise. He was impressed with Miss Young and her portfolio, and he hired her right away until she worked for that district until this very day. Miss Young and all of her colleagues enjoyed working with Mr. Demise. He constantly joked and opened up his office for all to pop in whether he was there or not. Miss Young would go in his office with all of her teacher friends to sit down, put their feet up, relax, and have a cup of coffee or tea. Mr. Demise created an atmosphere of home at school. Little Miss Young only got in trouble once at school, and we won't talk about that. Only a few know that she almost set her classroom desk on fire due to the sunlight shining in on an overhead projector, which caused a little bit of charring. In a Kleenex box, when her teacher friends saw this, they laughed until their bellies ached. You can probably picture something in your head since we don't have an illustrator. Thank goodness there wasn't a major fire. Who would have thought that an overhead projector could cause such a problem? Do you know what an overhead projector is?
No.
Yeah, we use smart boards and things like that now. Did you know that Miss Young was part of a team that received the Wayne Finger Lakes BOCES Award for writing a social studies unit? The unit required students to be secret agents who investigated and researched Latin America. The students were excited to learn, and teaching was fun. Miss Young was a true advocate for her students. She always made sure they got what they needed. She presented her lessons to meet a variety of learning styles. She was so passionate about this that she became a thoughtful ed trainer and passed her knowledge on to many educators. I bet some of your teachers have taken thoughtful ed. Shh! One thing that Miss Young loved to do was close her door and teach her students. Back in the day, you could do that and not worry too much if you weren't teaching a certain subject at a certain time. There always seemed to be extra time to let students go out onto the playground to run and have fun, while Miss Young and her teacher friends hung out on a cement slab outside of room 36 and 37 called the patio. What fun times for all students and teachers. Did you know that Miss Young's 5th grade class performed A Midsummer Night's Dream? Pretty impressive. Everyone was amazed that she was able to get 5th graders to remember all those lines from a Shakespeare play. Her students will remember this forever. Greg Bonney remembers that he played Puck. Miss Young enjoyed the years teaching at West Street and meeting with our North Street grade level team. Back in the day, we had to drive back and forth between schools for meetings. So in 2010, we became One Geneva and a new adventure started. This new adventure sent Miss Young traveling to New York City with all the fifth graders, many parents, and our principal, Miss McDermott. It was a bus ride and a trip to remember. Those were the good old days. Marlene saw changes in education from curriculum, administration, and staff. She worked with many teachers and many principals. Joe Demise, Arlene, Kevin, Scott, Tracy, Danielle, Margie, Tracy again, Heather, Eric, Christine, and Joelle, and a number of superintendents. Unfortunately, she will miss the opportunity to work with not one, but two new leaders. Miss Young had a wonderful career. She touched the lives of countless students. She taught them not only academics, but lifelong lessons. She will be missed, but not forgotten at North Street. Did you like the story?
Yes.
Good. So I told you I'm an author. See, my name is right here. Written by Kelly Sarah. All right, I think it's going to be time for lunch. So go ahead and get your things together and line up.
Did you know? Gloria left the Philippines and received her visa to teach in the United States in 1993. She was hired in Texas to teach English to illegal immigrants. These children came to Texas by crossing the Rio Grande River. Gloria not only taught the children English, but tutored their parents in the evening.
Gloria has 5 daughters, 15 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren.
Gloria was hired as an AIS teacher at West Street School in 2004 by Joe Demise.
Gloria has 50 years of teaching experience, 27 years in the Philippines, and 23 years in the United States.
Gloria became a United States citizen in 2007.
Gloria is 75 years young. At 75, Gloria still runs circles around most of us at North Street.
Did you know? Gloria worked tirelessly, teaching AIS before and after school, coordinating safety patrol, spending her evenings supervising students during chorus and band concerts, and later pause events. Gloria was selfless in providing a better life for her family in the Philippines. When I asked Gloria how she accomplished all this, she replied, "God uses ordinary people to carry out his extraordinary plan."
Did you know? Charlie taught Gloria a new language. For example, did you know Gloria is our master gardener?
As our master gardener at North Street School, Gloria knew that flowers, like children, need nurturing. The first thing you need to do is plant the seeds. You need sun, water, dirt, and love. Gloria provided nurturing to her students by laying a firm foundation of rules and respect, buying clothes, food, and shoes for her students, lending a listening ear, giving a hug if needed, and handing out a sweet treat to perk them up. Gloria also knew as a master gardener that we needed tools. So to grow flowers, we would need a hat, gloves, and weeding tools. Gloria provided students with their tools by spending much of her own money to ensure that students had the manipulatives for hands-on learning and success. Some tools were notebooks, pencils, crayons, markers, special birthday gifts, and even trinkets for pause behavior. Gloria's favorite quote,
Alive and well.
"Because of your determination, love, and dedication, your students are alive and well, Mrs. Bradley." Gloria, you have been such an inspiration to us, our master gardener.
Marlene, I wrote a poem for you. Dear Essays, Pizza Parties, Taking Tea and Tests. These are all things you had fun doing, and now you can forget. No more spreadsheets, new curriculum, computer programs, or mice. It's time for you to retire, and you don't have to think twice. The seasons will change, but your summers will not end. You'll have time for running in the rain, with rain boots and umbrellas, discovering the unknown with Maddie, Christopher, Cora, and Wes, baby Elliot, and the next new little young. Enjoy your retirement, Marlene. Love you, and don't forget, you can sub for me.
Retirement Blessing by Barbara D. McAdam. You started on this journey so many years ago, and now it's time to leave behind dear friends you've come to know. It seems to me that this was more than just a job to you. The passion and the love you have for teaching shines right through. You taught that there is more to life than being at the top. It's in how you choose to get there that the blessings never stop. You encourage them to do their best and never mind their peers, to choose the straight and narrow, and to overcome their fears. I've often thought how powerful your influence must be. You turned each student's world of dreams into possibilities. Now I pray God keeps you safe and well, wherever you may turn, surrounded by your loved ones, living out the dreams you've earned. So never waste time wishing that you could have done much more. Time to watch those seeds you planted grow and trust God for what's in store.
Congratulations, Marlene and Gloria. As a famous author once wrote, your heart's garden waits for your discovery. Enjoy those everyday, ordinary moments. Marlene Lauster Young. Happy retirement to you both.
Hi, Marlene and Gloria. In honor of your retirement, I made up a retiree mini lesson. Here we go. Retirees expand their ability to do the following things so they can enjoy their retirement. First, read only adult novels. That is, unless you're reading to your grandkids. Next, eat lunch whenever you want to. No one's going to tell you what time your lunchtime is again. Next, turn your alarm clocks off. Never set an alarm clock again unless you want to. Invest your time in doing whatever you want. Be sure you relax every day. Enjoy Sundays again. You're going to love Sunday evenings. Make sure your Geneva email is disabled. No more checking that email to find out what you didn't do or what you did wrong or what parent needs to talk to you. Just disable it. Enjoy Labor Day weekend. Oh my goodness, September is going to be your favorite month. Never write another report card. And finally, tell everyone how happy you are. Best wishes to you, Marlene and Gloria. I know you're going to enjoy your time being retired.
Captain, read right. Captain, read right. An urgent call just came in.
An urgent call? Who did it come from?
It says they need you to recall some good memories about Gloria Bradley and Marlene Young. They're going to retire from the Geneva City Schools, and they want your input.
Gloria Bradley and Marlene Young? Wow, I didn't think they'd make it this far. And I'm wondering how'd they find me here in Pittsburgh. I haven't been back to that school district in years. But I have a lot of fond memories. But I'm awfully busy with this pandemic, helping kids learn to read and how to write. I don't know if I have the time, but I'll do my best to come up with some ideas about those two scallywags. Scallywags, maybe I'm really thinking of other people like Marnie McCarthy and Minnie Ritter. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I could think of a couple of good things, perhaps, to say about those two. But, you know, they're back in my memories. I remember hiring. I remember having something to do with hiring those two. But I can't wait, and I'm sure they can't wait, for the door to swing to hit their butts on the way out of the building. Or is it bottoms, as it's referred to in the public schools? I'll even try to be genuine in some of the things that I say about those two. But that's a little joke from Captain Readwright. Everything Captain Readwright says is genuine. So let me see. Here we go. Most important, I think, is for someone to hire a competent person. Most important beyond that is hiring a competent teacher. And I think that that's something that we tried to do, but we got Gloria and Marlene instead. Ha ha ha, another joke by Captain Readwright. Of course they were competent. Captain Readwright only wanted competent teachers because it kept those pesky parents off of his back. Another joke, because everybody knows that there are no pesky parents in the Geneva School District. They were the best. The parents and the teachers were the best. Now, let me see. Retirement life is good, and Gloria and Marlene are going to find that out. They're going to miss the kids, but they're not going to miss the workload. They were the people, and many of them were like them, but those two pitched in whenever it was needed, and they didn't have to be told twice. Hold on 1 minute here, please. So, as you can recognize, Captain Readwright's gotten a little bit older, and he's forgotten a few things. And he sometimes even refers to himself in the third person. But he could still go to assemblies and twirl teachers around with the greatest of ease, if that were still allowed, even in the public school. I can still clearly remember a couple of things, too, about Gloria and Marlene. I remember catching Gloria, for instance, working tirelessly after school, silently working with kids, not expecting much. Nobody made her do it, and it wasn't in the contract, but the kids needed it. There was always a healthy supply of needy kids in our school and in the school district. And Gloria knew that, and she pitched right in without being told. And that Marlene, what a headache she was. I'll never forget her coming to me and saying that her fifth graders were going to put on a Shakespearean production. I shuddered with incredulity. I couldn't even spell incredulity. But I shuddered with it anyhow. And then she asked me for $100. More like she told me she needed $100, and I forked it over because I wasn't messing with her. And guess what? That play went over spectacularly. And hopefully there have been many more after I left. All things went perfect with that play, and I was so honored to have the good fortune of hiring both Gloria and Marlene. We worked together as colleagues, and I was always so honored. So congratulations to both, Marlene, you and Gloria both. Enjoy your new life, you've earned it. And remember these words in the Captain Readwright language. Ali petitor, wanta vibre, which I cannot remember what it means, but I'm sure that it meant something very positive if it applies to both of you. Good fortune, have a great retirement, rest and enjoy. Peace.
Marlene, Marlene. Marlene, Marlene, Marlene. Marlene.